analysis on the Syrian delegation's trip to China. I'm joined by Li Guofu, a senior research fellow from the China Institute of International Studies. Professor Li, welcome to the show. My first question to you is, what is the mission of this delegation and what exactly are they lobbying for?
I think, at the invitation of Chinese People's Institute of Foreign Affairs, there was Syria, the opposition delegation, which we call the Syria National Dialogue Forum, that came to Beijing. So I think, the main purpose of that delegation's visit to China, I think it is mean that China, we have various contacts with various parties in Syria, not only the governments, but also, various, the oppositions from inside and also the oppositions from outside. Now, the coming visit of, the current visit of the Syria, opposition delegation, my impression is that this opposition is a moderate one. During the discussion, they told us who they are, what exactly the purpose of this, the opposition, organization, and the better, I think, the mission of that delegation is exchange the views and get better known to each other. I think that's, I personally believe, was the main purpose of that, the mission of the delegation to China.
Professor Li, it was reported from the delegation that there are some 100,000 foreign fighters from 83 different countries, and half of those fighters are extremists. Where does this information come from, and what other new information was reported at these meetings this week?
I don't know what, this kind of, the information come from, but they did, say something, something about, more than 50,000, the foreigners. They come from something like, more than 8 countries, from European countries, from, Asian countries, from Middle East countries, from South Asian countries, and also as well as from its neighboring countries. Even, some of them from, the African countries. The foreigners, and would become one of the major, the problems, because these foreigners, they come to Syria not for democracy, they are just for carry out the mission of jihad. They say that most of these peoples are radicals. Some of them even are affiliated to the Al-Qaeda. That those people come to Syria. They are killing. They are destroying the countries. Is becoming one of the most tough issues for the Syria. Not only for the the governments, but also for the people, because these people are rampantly killing the people. People are scared very much about these peoples. So these forces, because they get support from the neighboring countries, some of the neighboring countries provided the financial assistance, even provided the armaments to them. So how to solve these problems, the Syria delegation advises it would be better for the international community to condemn those countries providing any assistance to these radicals that come from outside, came to China, came to Syria. Only purpose is to killing the Syrian people.
Professor Li, we appreciate your time. Professor Li Guofu from the China Institute of International Studies. Thank you so much for that.